Take some deep, calming breaths to ground into the floor. Breathing into any tension that might be hiding in your body. Checking in to let go. As you inhale, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And your exhale, roll your head to the right and try to stretch out your left arm. And just breathe into the left side of your neck, helping focus on relaxing that side of your neck. Inhale back to center, and then exhale other direction. Chin to your left shoulder, breathing into your right side to help relax that right side. Inhale back to center. Now you're going to move your feet to the right side of your mat. You're going to make yourself a little banana. Your legs are straight. So you just cross your legs, ankle over and right. And then arms are going to come up and over to the side. So you kind of look like a banana. Just relax, keep your shoulders on the ground. Breathing into the side body, helping it relax. Inhale to prepare yourself back to center. And then we're going to exhale and go banana the other direction. So switch which foot is on top. Arms up, breathing into that other side of your body. Inhale and come back to center. Just hang out for a moment, see if you feel any different. With some deep breaths. Inhale and bring your feet to the ground, knees bent, so heels towards your bum. You're going to exhale and windshield wiper your legs to the right. Hold on here for a breath or two. And then inhale your legs back to center and exhale the other direction. Breathing into that side. Inhale, legs, knees back up to the center. Now we're going to focus on our pelvis a little bit. You're going to tilt your pelvis down and then tuck your pelvis, and you're just doing really subtle pelvis tilts down towards your feet and then tilt towards your belly button. Does that make sense? Just trying to get some movement in that lower back. You can try moving your hips up and down individually just to connect with that process. All right. All right, inhale back to center. You're going to roll up, so you're in a sitting position. Legs are crossed. Just sit, has a feel, nice and tall, straight spine. So the interesting part about yoga is the movement is one part of 8 limbs of yoga, and all the movement is to prepare us to be able to sit to meditate. So as you sit here now, think about how tight are your knees and your hips, and if you need blocks of support to be more straight in your spine, so that when you can check in at the end to see if anything has adjusted, and if it's easier to sit in a cross-legged position. So we're gonna inhale, head center, and then exhale, ear to right shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. Breathe in that side, and then inhale back up, head to the other side. Inhale back to center. Now, exhale. Inhale your shoulders up, back, and down. Do that a couple of times. Inhale up, back, and down. The exhale, and then one more time. Inhale up, back, and down. And then reverse that. Back, squeeze those shoulder blades together up to your ears and push them forward. One more time. Inhale up, back, and down. Now we're going to inhale our arms up and lean over to the right side. You put your right hand down and reach over. And feel that stretch on the side. Exhale into it, trying to keep your chest open, not collapsing down. Now inhale, both arms back up and over to the other side. Inhale, back up. And then forward fold. Walk your fingers out. You can use the block to help. High PB. You can rock side to side in those hips and get a little bit more stretch in that lower back. Inhale, arms back up. And now switch your legs. So whatever one was in front is now the opposite. Arms up, and we'll do the stretch over to the right side again. Inhale, arms up, and over to the left side. Inhale, back up, and exhale, forward fold. So I have knee problems. They don't like being in this position. If you don't have knee problems, you can roll forward into tabletop, or you can, I'd like you to try.
What does that do?
What? We're going into tabletop. Yeah, roll forward over your knees, or you can go into a squat position and push yourself over your feet to help with that ankle flexion and hips.
Don't squeeze our beauty.
And we're gonna practice. We're gonna do some cat cow. So you're gonna inhale, push that chin up to the ceiling, feeling that stretch in your all the way through your abdomen. Exhale and curl. Chin tucks first, and then arch up like a cat between the shoulder blades. The tailbone is kind of an afterthought. All the movement's coming from your shoulders and your neck. So inhale, chin back up. And then exhale, tuck the chin to arch and back. One more time. Inhale, stretch the front of your body. And then exhale into that cat position. Let's take a child's pose for a moment. Arms out, stretching out those armpits. Okay, inhale back up to tabletop. I'm gonna try to do some groundwork before we stand up that we haven't done yet. So we're gonna start with balancing. We're going to tuck the right toes to push the heel back. You can rock forward and back on your toes to get that stretch in the back of your knee. Trying to be as straight as possible. And then once you've done that a couple times, inhale and raise your leg. And keep your hips straight. Foot is flexed. You're really trying to like kick down that wall behind you. Inhale for a little bit. Exhale. Now raise the left hand. So we're opposites. Straight hands like you're trying to shake somebody's hand. Working on our balance, engaging our core. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to tuck the knee and elbow together and crunch into a ball. And then inhale back out. And then exhale back into a ball. And then one more time, inhale, everything nice and straight. You lower that left hand and then your knee. Wiggle your hips around a little bit so we can do the left foot. Tuck the left toes, pushing them back. Feel that stretch from the back of the leg. Rocking back and forth. And then inhale, raise that left foot. Hips are level, same, perpendicular to the ground. No, level, same, parallel words. Raise your right hand. Inhale, exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Inhale, arms back out. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time, inhale, back out. And then right hand down, and then the left. Let's do a little child's pose for a moment. Work on those hips. The further out your knees go or closer will give you a different stretch feeling on your lower back. Okay, inhale back up to tabletop. We're going to do the right foot again. Tuck those toes, push back that heel. We're going to inhale to raise that right leg. On the exhale, we're going to curl, but then we're going to place the foot down so we're in a lunge, little baby lunge. So everything's 90 degrees as our neutral position. You can raise your arms on the inhale if you'd like. And then we're going to exhale into that right knee. Pushing your right knee forward, but also making sure it's going over the second toe and relaxing the front of the left hip. Trying to feel that. You don't need to clench your cheekies. They can be loose because we're just working that front hip. Then inhale back to center. Exhale into that push again. All the little subtle adjustments, the heel down on the ground, helps with the flexion of the body. So inhale back up, and then one more time, exhale into the push. There you go. Inhale back up, and now we're gonna do a half split. So we're gonna, arms come down by our sides. We exhale, and toes are up. You can point the toes, you can wave the foot to do a little hamstring stretch. You should feel it all the way up to your lower back and cheekies. You inhale with a straight back to lower down. There's being intentional with your straight back or hunched over is a different kind of stretch. So what do you need? Right. Then inhale back up to the lunge. Arms can be up. And then back down, knee, right knee back to the left. So then we'll do the left side. Left toes push back on that heel. You raise it up on the inhale. Whew. Exhale, knee to nose, and then place it between the hands. You can come up to 90 degrees, arms up on the inhale. And then exhale into that front leg, pushing the knee out over the foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, push out. Inhale back to center. And one more time, exhale, push out. Inhale back to center. And now that half twist or half split. You can point and flex the toes. You can wave the toes. Trying to pull that hip back so that hips stay in line with each other to feel that stretch. Okay. Inhale back up to the lunge. Arms up. And exhale, hands down, knee back into the spot. All right. Right foot, again, pushing the toes back, raising it up off the ground. You should have enough room to bring the leg out to the side. It's called gate pose. So you want to make sure your heel, knee, hips are all in a line, straight line. Your inhale, come up. This is a nice inner thigh stretch, and pushing the toe edge, the pinky edge down. Same. Sorry. Okay, inhale, arms up, and then we're going to exhale, left hand down to the ground. So we're in a supported half side plank. And opening up that chest, push the arms back until a stretch. You can bring your arm overhead to get a stretch down the side of that left leg and thigh.
Relax the head, kind of.
What?
Relax the neck as well.
Yeah. It doesn't have to. You can look at your hand, you can look up. It doesn't have to be stiff. And then inhale, come back up. And then right hand on the leg. Don't put pressure on your knee. You're just using it to support, and bend in the other direction. And then inhale, back up. And now we're going to exhale, hands down, and push your heels back. Foot is staying parallel, and you're gonna sit on your heels if you can. Again, for that inner thigh stretch. Working on the foot mobility helps push that toes down on the ground. It seems super weird, but the more you do it, you do get more flexion in your ankle space.
I feel like it's hard for me.
Put your pinky toe, can you get your,
Oh,
there
okay.
you go. Yeah. Feels very odd, but it does feel.
Okay.
Okay, we inhale back up, and the right leg can come back underneath us. We'll do the left leg, toes push back. Inhale to raise the leg, and then to our side.
I'm cheating because I have the wall.
But there's actually a lot of benefit to being on the wall because you can't
Yeah.
It doesn't let you be slacking to
Right.
some degree.
Okay, inhale, arms up. Then exhale, right arm down to the ground to do a side plank. Opening up that chest. Dropping the hand behind you, and now you can drop it over your head to get that long line on your thigh. And then inhale back up. Left hand to the leg, and then right hand over for a side stretch. Inhale back up. And now exhale back to that half child's pose. Working on the flexion of the foot and the inner thigh.
My toes want to just like me throbbing right now. Trying to go down.
Then inhale back up, and the knee can come back underneath you. Do a little child's pose for a moment. If you've gone wide, try going narrow with your legs and see if you notice a difference and how that stretch feels.